Hi, welcome back to the Shamrock Stamper Creative Challenge Day 2. I have created today a scrapbook page. It's about 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. I am not a scrapbooker because, well, cards work for me better because I'm a perfectionist and I tend to rip things apart. So I was very proud of myself delving into this. So let's get started. The papers that I used were, the base is Melon Berry by Paper Tray Ink, this wonderful kind of corally color. And I also used another My Mind's Eye Stella Rose paper packet, and that paper packet is called Mabel, and it has those wonderful corally colors, again double-sided. And this paper just kind of reminds me of, it's just so vintagey and pretty colors and patterns that I remember at my grandmother's house. Just these wonderful nostalgic papers. And then I used watercolor paper. This is actually a piece of watercolor paper where I took a stamp set, or a stamp from Unity Stamp Company. It is the June 2011 All Smiles kit. It is this stamp right here. And what I did was I took these gelatos, which they are just really pigment-rich crayons because they're wax. And I took them and I colored only the rose in here. So I did that in red and some orange in the center. And then I spritzed it with water and I stamped it onto the watercolor paper. Now this is something I picked up from a wonderful Unity artist, and I'm going to go ahead and leave Angie's information here on the blog so you can see her great tutorial on Unity TV doing this technique. And so I stamped that, and actually prior to that what I had done is taken some of this Tattered Angels Vanilla Breeze and I spritzed the watercolor paper in that, and then I let that dry, then I stamped it. And I also used another stamp, and that is from the Small Things Matter Most April 2011 kit. And I just thought this was a picture of my daughter right before her baptism in her baptismal outfit, and that's what I put there. Small things sometimes matter most, which is so true. And then I found out I was not happy with the picture. I just couldn't quite crop it the way I wanted to crop it. So I ended up making a pocket here. So I didn't have to cut up the picture because I thought it was so cute. And my mother-in-law made the dress for my daughter. So, and these kind of resemble the little rose she has on there. Alright, the next thing I used were these little kind of gems, rhinestones, and they're so pretty. I picked them up from Michael's. They're a recollection set. You can see that. They kind of just have a different dimension to them. They're not quite just like little, you know, diamondy bling, but they have a little bit of that nostalgia again, something that I remember of my grandmother. And then I also used taffeta ribbon from Stampin' Up. One of my favorite colors. I love this taffeta ribbon. I have it in craft and white and this kind of cocoa color. Love it. Use it a lot. So I think that's about it. I did distress the edges with Desert Sand. I find that that's my go-to distressing ink. I love it. And I have a re-inker with this. So anyway, remember, leave a comment on my blog and that'll enter you for the daily prize. If you go ahead and do a direct link from your blog with a project that you've used, just using your stash, then you'll get another entry. Thank you so much for stopping by, and have a wonderful day.